Let's open them up. Scalpel. Are you looking at me, Dino?
We're losing adrenaline now.
You'll never amount to anything, Parliament.
Everybody clear! You scum!
We've lost him.
Rejoice, ladies everywhere, for television is not quite as awful as it was before. We have returned to serve up an all-new heavenly slice of top television tomfoolery the nation calls Gamesmaster. We'll be flirting with all things visually interactive and entertaining, as well as a couple of things which aren't, but we'll stick them in just so we can have a cheap laugh. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to Tanya and Helena, my two fine angels, who'll be prodding us in the right televisual direction all series. Good evening, ladies.
Hello.
I hope you're going to share this swing. I don't want any fighting. I don't want to see us wrestling all over the grass. That's the last thing I want to see. We'll be serving up large scoops of smiles with the Angels throughout the series, but for now, it's a viciously exciting time in the games world, so we're going to have a quick report on the state of play at the dawn of this fine series.
The next generation consoles are finally here, and the game scene's looking more exciting than it has since the miners' strike. Apart from games though, this series will see the return of our online service. Surf our website and find out about the show and the funk-filled world of video games. Log on to the bulletin board and download demos of the biggest PC games kicking down punters' doors. Gadgets will be featured too, as we bring you the latest technological consumer durables, along with some contraptions more pointless than the Intertotal Cup. Top beach gadget work, fella. And we'll be covering the latest science fiction and action movies, just so I can get all expenses paid trips to foreign countries to interview top attractive ladies. But of course we are technically still Gamesmaster, and you can rely on us to profile the biggest next generation games like the Saturn's Sega Rally. And there's still room in our pants for 16-bit releases, like Donkey Kong Country 2 on the SNES, Killer Instinct on the SNES, and Doom on the SNES. We did try to find some exciting Mega Drive titles, but we couldn't. But of course, the biggest games event of the moment is the release of the Sony PlayStation next week, with games like Tekken, Killiak the Blood, Jumping Flash. Top footy action abounds with Power Sports Soccer and Winning 11. So it's top smiles action all round for Johnny Sony, and we'd be complete armpits if we didn't feature this fine machine in our first challenge.
Welcome back. We're in a top musical celebrities just about to be coming on the show type situation, so let's go over to Gamesmaster to find out what they'll be playing.
I'm always looking for something new to test my challenges on. So what better than a brand new game on the impressively new Sony PlayStation? My contestants will be breaking the speed of light in a one-lap head-to-head race on Wipeout. My advice is that they take careful note of the coloured arrows on the track, since running over these will avoid them with power-ups.
Post-ambient, post-techno, post-dance are just 6 words that have been used to describe the cut of my trouser. They've also been used to describe the sound of our first special guests on this series. Please welcome Gavin Knight and Mr. C from The Shaman. Welcome to the show, Gavin.
How are you doing?
Not bad. Welcome, Mr. C. Gavin, I have to say, first ever guest we've had on the show wearing a red jean. The fashion world is pretty much split on a red jean. Can you get away with it in the 90s?
Well, I am.
I think you are, actually.
I think so.
You do wear a jean very well.
Thank you very much.
So basically, it's been about 2 years since Boss Drum, and you've been doing anything else?
No, we've been really, really busy. Last 2 years, I've been working on opening a new West End nightclub called The End.
When's that opening?
That's open November the 11th.
So what kind of stuff are we going to have playing at the club? Wigfield, bit of Wham, stuff like that?
No, I don't think so. It's more like to be experimental psychedelic house and psychedelic techno, generally very underground.
Is it too hip for me, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Very
You've got
kind.
the right eyes. You know, it'll be an eyes policy on the door rather than a closed policy. So, yeah.
That's fantastic. I like that. The first of a club with an eyes policy. OK, I'm contractually obliged at this point, gentlemen, to ask you to follow me up to the challenge area in preparation for play.
Right, lovely.
OK, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome back Dave Perry, who'll be standing trouser to trouser with me many times throughout the series. Welcome back, Dave.
All right, thank you.
Now, Dave, I think the name Dave doesn't quite pay tribute to your range of talents. Can I call you Champ?
Yeah, that's a name I'm used to.
OK then, Champ, give the guys some tips here.
Okay, with Wipeout, the thing to look out for on the track is the blue arrows. You race over the top of them, they'll give you an instant boost of speed. Also, don't hit the sides, and when you're going around the corners, keep your fingers on the accelerator, but use the air brakes at the top of the PlayStation pad. That'll stop you from slowing down too much. It'll help you take some really tight angles.
Thanks very much, Dave. This is something of a first for Gamesmaster because it's a two-screen challenge. We will be flitting from the viewpoints of Gavin and Mr. C. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep track of it, and then therefore, so will you. It's that kind of televisual relationship we'll be working on. Whoever can complete one lap then in the fastest time will win the joystick. Best of luck, Gavin. Best of luck, Mr. C. Start your challenge. OK, we're going to start off with Gavin, who is in the orange car here. We can see his little monitor there. He's taking the lead, he's in position 1. So we're going to flip back to Mr. C, who's in the green car in position 2. We can see Gavin has made a blinding start. Mr. C hasn't even got him on his monitors at this point in time. Mr. C's going to have to do some catching up, Champ.
Well, he really is. What happened with Gavin was he timed it just right. If you get a burst of acceleration just at the start of the game, just like in games like Mario Kart and Speed Racer, you get a very, very good start and you tear off from the line, and that's what he's done. And Mr. C is really going to have to use the blue arrows now to catch him up.
OK, we're going to we're going to go over to Gavin now. He's just passing the danger point. Let's see how far behind Mr. C is. I reckon that's about 4 or 5 seconds behind. Now, this is quite a tough sequence we're going into, Dave.
Easily, yes, he's going into a very tight sequence. Mr. C took the jump very well, though. He came down smoothly. He didn't bang too heavily on the track, so he didn't slow himself down. And you can just see Gavin in the distance now.
That's right, he's caught up quite a lot here. OK, they're taking we're with Mr. C just now. You can see Gavin in front of him. He's fired a rocket there and he's hit him, Dave.
He hit him with a rocket.
Fantastic.
He picked up the rocket icon, he came right up behind him, and just when he needed to get ahead, he let it go and blasted him.
OK, so we're with Mr. C just now. We've picked up a little shield there, but that's kind of gone off. Let's go over to Gavin in position 2. You can see Mr. C right in front of him there. They're just taking a right-hander. Mr. C in front. Gavin doing everything he can possible to catch up. Mr. C's just set a blue speed ramp. Now, Gavin missed that speed ramp, Dave.
He did, and that would have been important because that would have brought him right up alongside Mr. C. But Mr. C has got some mines as a power-up, which he can drop behind him, which will take Gavin out if he flies straight into them.
OK, that's Mr. C going. Oh, there was a change in the lead there as Gavin is just overtaken there, going through on the inside of Mr. C. But with Gavin just now, we can see, but he's banging into walls, and Mr. C, in fact, is now taking the lead. Mr. C's coming, it's very close. Mr. C wins the challenge! Top race action, guys. Gavin, I thought you'd won that one there. What happened at the end?
He bumped me off, didn't he?
That was a bit underhand.
Bashed me out of the way.
Yeah, well, he was in front, coming around that bend, and it was like, oh, get out of the way. Nudged him into the side there and just sneaked in on the inside. Very fortunate.
A very anti-red jean stance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can't be having red jean wearers win the competition.
OK, so the winner of the first celebrity Gamesmaster Golden Joystick of the series, Mr. C. And let's give a round of applause for our special guest, the Shannon. Now it's that time of the show when you, the viewers, try and spot the 7 funny things I say in today's feature.
1995 belongs to Mortal Kombat.
Yes, the Mortal Kombat movie we exclusively reported on last series has opened in the States and is currently knocking 7 shades of Shushi out of the competition. All the characters from the game are there, and it looks better than Pamela Anderson in a Celtic shirt.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Deadliest of enemies, but slaves under my power.
Move aside.
The film tells the story of 3 fighters: Liu Kang, Johnny Cage and fantastic-looking lady Sonya Blade, who are chosen by new age hippie bloke Raiden to travel to Outworld and take part in the slightly iffy Mortal Kombat tournament. And of course, unless they win, it's pants for the rest of us back on Earth.
So now you've seen what you'll be facing in the tournament.
You mean Goro?
And Shang Tsung,
Will Shang Tsung fight in the tournament?
if he chooses to. As a former champion, he has the right to do so. And he's far more dangerous than Goro. His power comes from the souls of vanquished warriors. To fight Shang Tsung is to face not one, but a legion of adversaries.
Which is nothing compared to a Celtic Rangers game. Filmed on location in Hollywood, Thailand and my toilet, the movie features over 200 special effects designed to make hard action movie ladies and gentleblokes look even harder. Considering the laughable Street Fighter movie of last year and the even greater fiasco of the Super Mario Bros. Effort, we can only hope that when it opens next month, Mortal Kombat will prove that you can have a film based on a video game that isn't cack. Go on, bloke, say something hard.
Flawless victory.
I've always found love a problem. The most romantic thing I've ever said is, get your coat, girl, you've pulled. Help us at hand, though, in the form of 101 love letters, a word processing type package that provides you with loads of pre-written love letters. So when you meet the person of your dreams, simply load it up and select the style of letter that best expresses your feelings. Stick in the relevant name and eye colour, and you're away.
Sweet Juliet, I have been your admirer for some time now. I have been by your side, but you have not recognized me. In time, I have come to realize that I must declare myself to you. If I do, then I have a hope of a life together. If I do not do so, then I am a fool.
Top work, soft bloke. And if the lady falls for it, she too can access this library of passionate purple prose.
Dearest Romeo, in the vastness of the universe, I only existed as a vapour. No reason, I thought, could validate my existence. No reason, that is, until I gazed upon you.
You are liquid, moist and cool, pouring yourself over me.
Your eyes of blue are fire flames flickering with passion.
When I think of you, it is as if musical notes are pouring over me.
Take my heart. You own my soul. I am yours always, Juliet.
But if it all goes wrong and she runs off with your best mate, 101 love letters even supplies you with that all-important "you're dumped" note.
I was a cliché. I was the last to know. You had found your way into another's heart. May your heart splinter and shatter like our love. And may the shards cut you deeper with every breath you take. Romeo.
Bad luck, bloke. Maybe you should have tried using less gel in your hair.
Obviously, after a first half like that, underwear needs to be changed. We'll whip him off during this break.